Now to the latest on the Parkland school shooting. A memorial honoring the victims is continuing to grow tonight. Hundreds of people held a candlelight vigil to honor those 17 lives, the 17 people murdered at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School last week. The PTA organized the event. Their hope was to give both students and parents a way to express their emotions and to grieve. Now, in addition to those killed, 16 people were also injured in the shooting. Among them, a student named Maddie Wilford. Maddie went to elementary school in Clay County. She was shot several times and tonight is in stable condition after having her third surgery today.
And vigils were held across the state, including right here in Jacksonville. Our Julia Jenae was there hearing from the community. And Julia, you got some responses in written form.
That's right, Anthony. At tonight's vigil, you heard a lot of people remembering the 17 who were lost in Parkland, but you also heard people saying, why did this happen and what can we do? We gave those people there an opportunity to write to their lawmakers, to give us their letters that we plan to send on to those legislators here on the First Coast. Here's what they had to say.
Children are more valuable than what side we're on.
During a time that's easy to be at a loss for words,
Aaron Weiss,
they came to honor 17 lives.
Scott Beagle.
Holding candles, hoping the shine will symbolically cast a light farther than this corner of downtown Jacksonville.
We've had a lot of prayers. Prayers are good, but we need action.
And with pen strokes, they wrote messages.
When kids can't even go to school.
Meant for Tallahassee and Washington. Dear lawmakers, listen to the children.
If we want to see a change in gun violence, we would need to change the way that they are sold.
Dear lawmaker, as I hold a candle at a vigil for high school students and teachers, all I can think is I shouldn't have to be here. These pages meant for politicians, joining the voices of those survivors in South Florida, all agreeing that a tragedy like this shouldn't happen. Former Jacksonville Mayor Alvin Brown echoed the same.
I think it matters. I think we support the students. We push hard, make sure members of Congress know.
High school student Isaiah Mass recited Alex Schachter's name.
Being close to home, we know some people in South Florida, and just being in Florida in general really brings it a lot closer to us, and it's a little bit scary.
He says he's not surprised at strong opinions coming from teenagers. He just hopes they won't focus on the negative.
I think that as children, yes, we want to have a stand in government and everything else, but I think it's important to let the people who are so focused on it do their jobs.
Hope that God gets into your hearts, as you make laws, as you make changes and decisions for not only Florida, but things that will change the world.
Dear lawmakers, our children need you to speak for them. Signed sincerely, the First Coast.
Now, what we plan to do is take all of these letters that we gathered today and send them to lawmakers all across the First Coast tomorrow in a packet. If you want to contact your legislator about this issue, be sure to check out our web story at firstcoastnews.com. We'll have a link where you can find the address and email address for your lawmaker, as well as a way to get a message to us to include in this packet. For now, reporting from the Information Center, Julia Jenae, First Coast News on your side.